need my microphone, I think. Oh my goodness.
Mic check. Mic check. Hello. Hello. Looks good. I think I actually fixed it. It only took 7 years. This isn't a shrine. Yeah, okay. What does this one even do? Surprised I was running that, actually. What does this one do? I don't think that matters. What do you do? Kill stuff? I'll try to go shit that. Oh. I'm actually gonna play this. Does the white one make... Wait a minute. Hold on. This one does... This one? That one? Makes 1/1 monks. Discard shrine not good enough? I don't like it. I don't like it. I think you're better off winning than you are trying to disrupt your opponent's hand. I actually don't even like Ghostly Prison. Is my microphone working? I changed the settings on it so it stops picking up my keyboard. I think it's working. Surprised I liked Ghostly Prison. Seer Safety, maybe. Maybe I don't even like Seer Safety, actually. That's alright. What has come out since Avatar Lorwyn? I don't know if there's any Lorwyn cards. I didn't think about that. There is Bloom Tent. Well, this isn't new. It's still Bloom Tender. Testing. These are... No, Shrine is not a creature type, right? Is it? I don't think it is. Shrine's not a creature type, I don't think. Unless it is. I don't know. This is the third time I've played Hei Bai. It's not the first. It's an enchantment type. All right. Also, I can now confirm my microphone is working because someone actually replied to me. Huge. I changed my microphone settings so you can't hear me scramble on my keyboard. I also want to play Resident Evil 9 and put it on YouTube, which means I can't smash my keyboard when I get scared because it's going to happen. All right, well, Lauren didn't really do anything except maybe kind of bloom tender. Is there a way to shave a color? To be fair, it really doesn't have any red in it. It honestly doesn't really have much black in it either. And I don't think I need Drown in the Lock. I'm actually surprised I was running that. It's weird, not even that much time has gone by, and I'm like, why was I playing this card? Why was I playing that card? Could probably slide in some spicy reanimate package. I don't know, because when I played Silent Hill 2, it took me like a lot of videos. So I might actually just record them and then slam them up at the same time, so I don't have to do this like 90-minute play session thing. I just don't want to edit all that. But I'm gonna play it. I want to play it. I really do want to put it on YouTube, but it's only gonna get like 10 views. Let's be real. I do it just because I want to. You going through withdrawals with your laptop? I've logged on to Warframe every single day, but I don't play it just to get the daily login. I remember I was going to a wedding and I couldn't log on for that day. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? And I pulled out my old laptop. Took forever to turn on. Took forever to download Warframe. And then I'm like, all right, at the wedding for the 2 days, I'm going to log on to it real quick and then, not actually use the laptop. I just wanted to log on to have the daily thing going. Don't even play the game. It's like a cigarette. You just got to have it. I don't smoke. Making one of the creatures creature making shrines with air temple. What? Oh, sure. There you go. There you go. I thought Magic Arena had a mobile version. Do I want another flicker effect? Not really. If anything, I want another 2 lands. Like, doot, doot. I forgot I got this land. Oh, nice. That art, rather. And now I just need the Zendikar Island. The Zendikar Plains, I think, look like just yellow. They look like the Egyptian Amonkhet. The yellow pea special arts. I do like the swamp, too. I don't know. I think I would play all of them except the plains if I got them. Well, you can't pass priority on the phone, so everyone's going to know what you're up to. Yeah, I'm trying the White Temple. I don't think I ever played this, even in the first Hei Bai deck. I didn't play it in the second one, but it has this out of nowhere you lose because I made 3 tokens thing, kind of. I'm not. Wait, am I playing the. Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm not playing the green token generator shrines. Actually, I'm not really playing any of the token generating shrines. They seem disjointed. Like, you get this, you make some 1/1s, but you didn't get the other one, so you lose. There's more than one. Enters. See, the more shrines I play, the worse shrines get. So what if I didn't play the red one? Because I don't think the direct poke damage is that exciting, but it does still kill like other things. Whatever. I mean, they're shrines I didn't play before, I guess. I really just don't like these. I like really don't like these. I kind of like the old green one more than the new red one. This makes a lot less 1/1s. Yeah, I kind of prefer this one. Kind of similar enough. It doesn't matter. I would only play one of them, and let's be real, you always take the green card instead, right? I'm not playing the either of the steel life ones. I'm not interested in going face. If this only went face, I wouldn't play it. The black ones only go face. What does this do? I kind of feel like giving my shrines shroud is not that exciting because you could just keep harassing your opponent with shrines. Like, sure, they dealt with the first one, but you just keep. How many naturalizes are someone going to play when you're playing 25? Like, I don't even think Scythus cares about this, other than I suppose the card itself draws a card because Scythus can do whatever it wants. Legendary. I don't know. What does Go Shintai do? Yeah, I'm actually just not going to play Auramancy. Sterling Grove is at least a tutor. All the token ones are none. Uh, it just seems weird to grab them and then never get the white one, and then your tokens look stupid. But I guess it's the only one I wasn't running. I had the other two. Zero safety? Oh, right. Yeah, right. Whoops. I took out Ghostly Prison, too. I actually had a Tali in here. I don't really know why I had a Tali in here. Maybe it was a fun of. It wasn't even that long ago. I can't remember my reasoning. Probably was. I mean, the blue ones are just so good. I'm not playing Scythus. Could just play that card. That's boring. You can cheat out the shrines on your. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Well, the idea to play the Southern Air Temple is to play the ones that make 1/1s. That's about it. That is really the only reason I'm playing this, is because I'm playing the ones that make tokens, which I still don't like, but I haven't done it yet, and I've played this twice. Like, if I'm taking out this, I'm going to take out all the ones that make tokens, and vice versa. I can shuffle enough with Brainstorm, right? Yeah. No, I would play Scythus before the 4-mana one. I think the 4-mana one has whatever constellation or something. Scythus, it's just the best one. It's not even close. But I don't think I need to play those. I think the blue shrines with Hei Bai are just good enough to draw cards. I don't think I need to play those. But I would always play Scythus first. Uh, you can play both. You can play all of them. Most decks would, anyways. Cetizen Champion or something. I don't think I need Seek New Knowledge. Honestly, I don't even need really any card draw spells. Honestly, I'm gonna trust the mana base is fine from last time. so, so I'm not gonna poke around in it too much. Though I don't know if the third island is great. I really like. There's nothing. There's nothing in here that cares about that. No, not really. Nothing cares about the second swamp, the second mountain, the second island, or the second plains. I suppose this is still fine. Do I have Molt Tender? Nope. Oh, I don't even. Oh, wait. I do have Pilgrim. Should I run Molt Tender? Why would I not run Molt Tender? I think there's plenty of reasons to play Molt Tender. Do I have World Tree, maybe? Why do I want World Tree? I should not realistically expect to get color screwed. I don't see Molt Tender. Wait, did I misspell it? Am I tripping? How's it spelled? Is that not what I typed in? What? I must have. Okay. I want to find out what I did wrong. I didn't see it. Didn't see it. Yeah, I misspelled tender, but I don't think I misspelled molt. I said tendor. Can I shave? No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to worry about that. The green basic land shrine? What? Oh, I just missed it? Yeah, I figured. Oh, just don't play the mana shrine? I don't know. I think I like this one. It's just another ramp spell. I think it's fine. I really think this is fine. Like, if I take this out, I would probably just run a ramp spell in that spot. I think it's fine to just run this. You have the capacity to suddenly have omniscience. I think it's fine. I would just envision myself putting a ramp spell in that spot. I can't say I'm ever upset if my commander hits that card, because it could just give you so much mana, like, very fast. Um, unless we're talking about something else. Suddenly. Oh, this one. I like this one more than the other one. It's only basics, right? Yeah, run out of basics. It's possible to run out of basics. I don't know. It's the same logic. I think most of what I just said applies to both of them. If I take that out, I'm probably putting another ramp spell in my deck. Every time that card does something, it gives you so much mana so fast. It very quickly runs out of control, in my opinion. Even though I don't have giant spells, I think it runs out of control very fast. It seems like it does. I don't think I've ever really lost. Well, that's a bold statement, but I feel like every time this was in a game, I won because it was just giving me like twice as much mana as I should have. And your commander just sort of gives you. No, I'm not taking these out. I can almost be convinced to take out the 3-mana one. Honestly. But it's still like you play a 1-drop, and then the next best thing to do is play a 3-drop in this format, and this costs 3 mana. So, I don't know. How many lands did I add? 42. Let's go down a land. I did go up a land. So. All right, we're gonna start here. We're just doing it. We're sending it. This is the third time I've played Hei Bai. What makes this time different is I have this thing. Didn't play this last time. I have all the token generating shrines that play with it. It is, as I have come to find out from my opponents playing it, capable of running out of control exceedingly fast with even just a few tokens. So if you hit any of the token generating ones and then you hit this, you just kind of explode and win. But this still feels like too many shrines to me. I did take out the black ones. I don't think draining my opponent is that exciting when you could just win by running away with the game in a different way. Like your opponent could be at 68 life. You've displayed such a commanding presence, it doesn't matter how much life they have. I'm not really interested in draining face. Not super excited about this one, but it still kills my opponent's stuff. It can just totally hose 1 toughness creatures at the only shrine. So it's kind of okay. But apart from that, the rest of it is pretty much the same from the last time I played it. There isn't really anything in Lorwyn that excites me. I can't remember if Bloom Tender was around before Lorwyn, but I now have a Bloom Tender. So in a 5-color deck, I suppose, slide that in here. But yeah, you flicker Hei Bai, you get your shrines. I don't normally like this, but it is just another token generating shrine. And I'm not sure if I've ever actually activated this, but with this in the deck, it makes stuff like Aura Mastery and, to a lesser extent, Sterling Grove less interesting, because you can just reanimate what gets blown up with this. But again, that's not super crucial to me. I don't believe I've ever actually activated this. Same with this. I might have activated this 1 time ever across like 2 play sessions, because it just seems like you don't do that too often. But yeah, Bloom Tender has already been around, but I think it's from like New Capenna or something, but I think this is my first copy of it. So there's that. But yeah, that's it. It's just Hei Bai. It seems like the new 5-color good stuff pile, and every other opponent lately has been playing it, and it makes me want to play it. So also my microphone settings are slightly different. If it's all jacked up, then I'll know it's jacked up later. But hopefully it's fine. I checked it seemed fine. But I changed it because I think I'm going to play Resident Evil 9 and do a play session and put it up on YouTube, but we'll see. I'd have to do it for the love of doing it because it only gets like 10 views and it's twice as much editing. But I'm going to play it regardless. So if you're interested, let me know about that. And more importantly, let me know about the microphone. That's more important to me anyway than Resident Evil 9. All right, let's play the game. Let's do it. Not bad isn't good enough. Needs to be better. If Bloom Tender taps for one, I'm fine. It's just I'm playing Rampant Growth. It's fine. It just has the upward potential of tapping for more than one. Just like running Rofellos in a deck like this. More or less. Well, I got stuff. I don't really have a great turn 3. What is this? Oh, the Tarmogoyf spammer. Okay. Battles of the Bees, yeah. Deep Cavern Bat. Fortunately, it cannot disrupt my Molt Tender. And I don't have a 3. What did they take? They took that? Okay. Well, that wasn't what I was going to play. I'll tell you that much. We can just grab Island. I don't think I have to pay life to do anything but that. And I'm certainly not color screwed. That's good. That's also... Ah! That's annoying, huh? Alright. If it doesn't work, it's your guys' fault. That's all I'm saying. Alright. I mean, they can't kill the Molt Tender. I can save the Molt Tender, and then I can go right into my Commander. I'm not going to keep the Cultivate. That would be... I mean, if I had Cultivate, I would have just cast it there, but... Yeah, I think at this point, whatever they do is not going to stop the Shrine spam too well, but they can make a bunch of Tarmogoyfs. But they don't have Trample. Yeah, I could have done that. I guess I could have I wasn't looking to brainstorm there, though. I kind of would like to brainstorm maybe when I have like a better shrine to put on top randomly or something. I don't think I'm casting brainstorm there. I think I have a plan next turn. I can also mill with the brainstorm. My upkeep. Yeah, maybe they just didn't have a third land. Suppose that's also possible. I hope not, but something happened. What is this? Alright, it's that thing. It can steal my stuff. And I can't kill its one drop. I think I'm just playing this. I think I'm just straight up playing this. Oh man, wow, isn't that great? This is great. Playing more than 2 minutes. Isn't that just great? I love it. I don't think there's a reason to not play this, so... Alright, my opponent has Omniscience on turn 3. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana turn 3. Okay. I don't think there's a reason to do this now, so I'm not going to. Yeah, there's not a lot of board wipes, though, in the format. Okay. Well, fortunately, stealing shrines isn't, like, the scariest thing ever. So, there's that. There's only so many elves you can play in your hand before you run out. Of course, they steal an elf. Which doesn't let them do anything else, I guess. Alright, well, they can't do anything else with their commander. It just simply mills 2, more or less. Okay, and then they have War Void to top it all off. Excellent. Gotta love it. I have, like, one more turn to do something? No, I don't. I'm just dead. Okay. 8-minute turn 3. Must be nice. I could have... No. No, it doesn't matter. Didn't matter. I kind of want to just play this. Oh. Play at tapped. Play that. Play this. Triumph of Indeterminate Colors. Do I have Savai? I do. Song of Seasons, okay. Okay. I guess I just play the red one? No, I shouldn't play the red one. I should just play the one that draws cards. That's what I should do. Well, they haven't blitzed me in the face, nor have they cast their commander. So, don't know what to make of all that. Okay, they cast their commander. As the look at the top four, cast a creature. It's cast a creature. Let's get rid of. Getting rid of a land here feels really stupid, but the rest of my hand is pretty solid, I think. Maybe I don't need this, actually. Let's play you. Okay. I think that helps, kind of. And then I think I'm always killing their commander, so they can't randomly find something and then make me lose to it. But I'm not really interested in dealing with this. Their mana count, they can cast everything in the game. It doesn't really matter anymore. Okay, looks like maybe nothing at all matters. But it just drew Tooth and Nail off the top of their deck. Not exactly what I expected them to get, but it works nonetheless, I suppose. Don't really know why they targeted this. Let's get you. Don't think I would ever target that with. Let's do. What's a good enchantment? Thos is good repeatedly. You could just grab this, but it's only on my upkeep. Just not super exciting. I could just do this. So I really wish I had another mana. Oh, I should have responded to that. Well, I found another mana in a funny way. I suppose I'm just leaving up these two now. They're dead in one swing. I don't have to, like, do it later. Okay. Oh. Sure. And I think I just pass. This doesn't cut the cake here. Let's do that here. Do this here. Okay. So they have a bunch of triggers. They can send that face or kill Hei Bai. Probably send it face. They do send it face. It's the correct thing to do. And then I lose because I got reanimate. Great. At least I think. I I think that was the only card in my deck that killed me. They can reanimate Titan and I die. Okay. The only card in my entire deck, as far as I'm aware, that could kill me, and of course I draw it when I'm mind controlled. You got it. I don't think I have Toxic Deluge in here. Pretty sure it was exactly an only reanimate. Also would have to kill something, so if I had one less +1/+1 counter on my creatures, I would also live, so my opponent got impossibly lucky there. Typical. This is upkeep? Yeah. Matter anyways. I'm gonna get Savai Triumph. This has to get Island, or rather it should get Island. Not gonna Brainstorm. So far this has done nothing. I might have just been right about this. I don't know, this place is where it can matter. One into three. Well, that's not great. This one? Guess I just swing? I guess. Alright, well, lethal's in play. They have to do something this turn. That probably doesn't involve the commander. Alright. Get dunked on. Get schmeeded. They did the best thing in the format, 1 into 3, and it wasn't enough. Cool. We also did almost the best thing in the format. I'd say whoever didn't do that probably would have lost. Or rather, if one of us didn't do it, the game would have been over twice as fast. I don't think I like the red Honden. I really just don't think I like it. It seems too... The angle in which it's attacking my opponent's not, like, exciting to me. And it does kind of matter, because it means Hei Bai doesn't see it when it does the thing. Let's just try not to play with it. I mean, I always have an enchantment with my commander, so I could play Enchantress's Presence, I guess. I don't know if that matters, though. I'd rather just, like, repeatedly do this than draw cards, because what I would try to draw into are just more of that. I could play a River's Rebuke. I don't know if that matters. It doesn't feel like it does. There has to be another Exile Return card I'm not playing. I feel like I don't have them all, and it's bugging me. Yeah, Soul Herder. Yeah, they cost 3, though. I kind of want one of these. It is a cheaper Thassa. Thassa doesn't die very easily, though. Oh yeah, there's the new this thing. Exile target artifact creatures next end step. End step's kind of weird, actually. It really isn't that weird, though. Up to 1 artifact creature or enchantment. So you can't... Is it still only 1? Up to 1 target artifact creature. This is okay, I guess. It's actually not that bad. Planar Incision? Why do we want that? What does that do? Exile something, and then return it. I guess? Sure. Can retake a stolen high buy. Well, that wouldn't be why I play it, but yes, that is an added bonus. Yes, when your opponent mind controls your commander, the 2 times it happens a year. Suppose so. Actually, House Meld didn't even let you target it, right? Because it turns it into enchantment, so House Meld wouldn't even do a... It's not a solution to that one. Man, I miss House Meld when I used to cast it. I don't miss it when it was cast on me, but I certainly miss it when I was the one casting it. I can't say the same with Mana Drain, but I mean, it feels great to just make it so your opponent can't play with half their strategy. Forever. What's to hate? Alright, this is one of those hurt derp hands, so I'm going to keep it. I don't feel as enthralled with my 3 here, but it's still doing the thing that you do every time to win games, which is cast a 1-drop on turn 1. So the rest doesn't matter, surely. I like this commander. There's, like, I think there's 3 or 4 vampires that kind of make me not like it at this point. There still might just be 2. But it's a singleton 100 card format, so it has been a while since I've seen it happen. Suppose I'm overdue for it. Okay. I am going to not play this. I'm just gonna... there's no way this is better. We can get a white, I guess? Yeah, I'm gonna get a white. It's kind of... I'm getting another white. Okay. Blue is reasonable. Blue might have just been the right thing to do. But if the Pilgrim dies, I'm in shambles. Okay, let's get rid of that one. And I would not trade if they swung. They did not swing. It was a pretty reasonable reason, I think, to actually swing. Alright, we got the best card in our deck against a color that doesn't really do anything about it. So this could be exceedingly scary here. Okay. Hei Bai is also just a 4/4. Let's get gonna get more of a board presence. I kind of need more mana, like, so I don't get screwed. I think this is a good idea. What is this, a bear? Oh, he's named Bear. Oh, Bear's not on the list. Beast it is. Okay, please, game. Opponent, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Okay, I did it. I did it. We can play this? That way I can play Sterling Grove, which I don't think matters, but I can now do that. Okay, that has to be better than anything. I think this has to be better than playing Sterling Grove. Again, this is a black deck. It probably can't target my enchantments. We're just sort of chilling. Should have named Coward. I want to do that. Well, they're flying, so that is a little annoying. Let's get this one. Okay, let's play. Let's do white. Let's do this. I don't think I have lethal here, but it's pretty. Oh wait, I think I have lethal. I think we have lethal, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Alright, well, this white one, like I said, you know what? Maybe the token ones are just wrong. Like, look what I just did. I didn't need a single token. I was going to make tokens. They weren't going to kill me in time in the air. And I even just dirtled around and got mana-based shrines instead of ones that make tokens, and still just won. So I wonder if the token ones are worth it. I don't know. I don't know. Like, we just totally won without any tokens there, with the plus shrine thing. But it does require I have a board presence, but I have a bunch of meta dorks. Let's keep going. There's so much variance in your random shrine that it's hard to gauge. Honestly, we did get Sanctum of All, so I'm not even sure if it mattered. Sanctum of All allows me to get the best case scenario, so it's not really a good example, to be fair. Yeah, Sanctum of All kind of just like... I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's the hybrid thing. Okay, I hope this wins with hybrid cards. I have yet to see it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of the appealing hybrid cards in the format, so we shall see. I would probably swords that, but I can't. Do that. I'm probably not ever gonna channel that. So. Okay, well, they're doing the best thing you can possibly do, and their commander might not matter anyways. I'm going to kill this. That's what I'm going to do. I love to see this. That is great. That is less great. Okay. Okay. Let's, there's a lot of reasons to play this right now instead of my commander. But I'm going to play my commander. Alright. I kind of wish I did this instead. But I was kind of debating this. It probably would have been... Well, the hit makes it obviously the better choice. Protection from mono-colored. Beautiful. Alright, let's do... This gets 3 lands. Does that matter? Kind of made my life harder, unfortunately. Kind of made my life harder. I'm not going to cast the Hierarch. All right, this is fine. Let's. What are we doing? What are we doing here? So far, they've done nothing but mono green, which are not hybrid cards. Two murderous red caps. Okay. Got it. They did not kill my commander. Don't know why. Well, other than maybe potentially me flickering it. Fair. Alright, I'm just losing, like, categorically here. This is the first time I've ever seen Murderous Redcap cast. Ever. That doesn't work. Or rather, the second one doesn't do the thing, I should say. Let's do this. I made this way too hard on myself. I just made this game just too difficult on myself, honestly. I should have played the rapid growth thing first. I mean, honestly, nothing my opponent has done has been better than the Delighted Halfling or the Tireless Provisioner or this. Are they specifically hybrid cards? Nope. I'm literally losing to like funny jank cards because it just, if you're green, you can do whatever you want. I guess I'll play this. I think I'm just dead here. I'm going to assume I'm dead, but I want to see what my opponent has. I'd like to see. Show me the funnies. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Okay, well, there's no reason to copy that, but you got it. You got it. That is an interesting thing to copy, I guess. Seems exceedingly random, though. It's only a creature, right? It's only a creature. They got whatever that is. Okay. Opponent, just cast anything, please. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna. I was gonna concede once they were done, but they're taking forever. Yeah, the deck does cool stuff. Like this is kind of cool, but you literally are just a mono green deck that then can play goofy draft fillers that are like hybrid costs. Like this didn't do anything except be a 6/5, right? You can't evoke the token. This is insane. This is insane. I think there's a combo with this, but I don't know if it's in arena. But this is nuts. That's really funny. But it's literally just mono green ramp into draft rares. It's like Rofellos. Draft uncommons and stuff. Well, at least it plays cool cards. I'll give it that. I tried building it, and man, are the options just so bad for hybrid colors. They're so bad. Honestly, even outside of Arena, hybrid cards aren't really that like cohesive. They're just like all over the place. They're just kind of random. But if you do it twice, you know, it's twice as powerful. How do you reanimate um, Murderous Redcap over and over? Oh, you don't have to. You just sack it over and over. Yeah. You don't have to reanimate it. Yeah, Deathrite Shaman. Well, and it's also green. So you suppose that's fair. It's the best in this format, I guess. I like the black-green one. I don't know the name of it. There's one of the black-green hybrid spells is kind of neat. It like, I think it either kills something or does something else. I don't know. I can't remember my combo with Celeste. It wasn't Murderous Redcap, I'll tell you that much. Who doesn't like a turn 2 Hei Bai on the play? I guess, typically. Oh, sweet. I can get you. Well, this sure is a game. I would have conceded 10 years ago, but I commend them. I commend them greatly. I commend my opponent greatly. I'm gonna upkeep sack the Sterling to get the thing with stuff. Blue, black, white, red. I can cast it as well. Alright, now I cannot cast it. If I do that, one blue, black, white, red. I cannot cast it if I sack this. There still has to be something that's a good thing to do here. I don't need this, obviously. So let's get this, actually? Yeah, I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. Alright, that works. Also, what did my opponent do? Anger the gods? Okay. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was too caught up with winning. Yeah. I mean, that's a way to come back, I guess, but kind of not really. Because I literally cast my commander turn 2, and welcome to Greenland. Welcome to Greenland. How may I have your order? I forgot teleportation circle was an option. Actually, I just like totally forgot. Totes for gore, how the kids say. Alright, I recognize this person. I think they usually do play Hei Bai. Well, I'm on the play with the dumb thing. So that's cool. I don't have a 3. But that's alright. I actually don't have a functioning Molt Tender either. Yeah, that's what drawing cards is for. We don't have to think past this. Unfortunately, this matchup's extremely random, which I'm not a fan of. The mirror match is like just so random. Well, it is what it is, I guess. It's just extremely random. Oh, wait, I can lead with the Molt Tender, so I can mill and use it, and then have the guaranteed Hei Bai with this. So I might actually just lead with this, right? I don't need to play this next turn. Because if I don't do it like that, I actually can't play this. Right, like turn 1, turn 2. Oh, I still can. Because you can tap for that next turn. Alright, yeah, I still can. No, but you don't tap for mana. We just talked about that. Yeah, I think I play Molt Tender first. Here, mill, there. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to assume my opponent was AFK for a minute, or I don't know. They chose the gemstone very quickly. But yeah, I should lead with the Molt Tender. A Talisman. Truther. Alright. So we play this. I did end up drawing the land. It's funny. Get rid of that. Okay, so I have Hei Bai through a removal spell. But gemstone means they go first anyways. But like I said, it's completely random. There's no strategy here. You're just windmill slamming Hei Bai over and over. So you... I'm not doing anything but that, so I guess I leave up that. Yeah, I'm gonna just cast this. It's like mana neutral, but now I don't have to have a graveyard. I have the Flicker, so we'll see if my opponent has it. Okay, nope, they just have the best card in the entire game here. Of course they do. Gemstone Cavern and the best card possible. Alright. Oh, that's difficult. Not once if I had this in my hand. Play the first mirror, my opponent immediately has it. I milled this, which I guess is fine. Tracks. Tracks. That tracks. Yep. Nothing, nothing, into nothing, 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 nothing. None of this seems great. What do you mean? There's like a ton of commanders in the format. That's what you're talking about. There's another Shrine Commander, if that's what you want. Oh, I drew the thing that actually answers the game-winning card. It might be too late because they just draw so much regardless, but this is what I have to do. I have another land drop. Nope. I don't think casting Rampant Growth matters, so I'm just going to leave up blockers. Otherwise, I have a chance of dying. Maybe swinging with the 4/4 was meaningless there, actually. Oh, right, I can flicker it. Never mind, I guess it's not totally meaningless. I always had that option. Oh, look, I have it now. Lucky me. Still not drawing anything great here. Discard 3. I guess Thos is a creature now, I guess. Sure. Okay. Alright, they just didn't have what they needed. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I feel like when you have this, I should just have lost. They grabbed the Honden. I think they grabbed this. I find that kind of insane. I don't really know how many shrines they're playing, but I don't think I would have ever have grabbed this, like literally ever. So that's a bit surprising. It seems really surprising to me. But no, yeah, I just have the win next turn with Sanctum. Like I just win. But I feel like my opponent threw their being ahead thing with like the Gemstone Cavern and stuff. I don't know. Okay. Well, all right. I'm surprised I got the Honden in there. Commission a commander. I thought about that. I don't have a set rate for that, though. It depends what it is. If it makes me miserable, I'm going to ask you to give me $2,000. So. Also, there's no guarantee I even have the cards to play whatever you want me to play as a free-to-play player. Forgot Sanctum Weaver was even in my deck, actually. You must have a perfect curve to do anything, Commander. The Heartful Storm? What? Eh? Actually, I could have swung with one there. I shouldn't say it's a mono-green problem. It's just a green format. Should just always be playing green in these. Well, I mean, if you don't like the commander I'm playing, just go watch someone else. I'm not changing decks now. I don't know what to tell you. I played like... I play basically a different commander... Oh, wait, what is this? What is happening? Now I have to read things. Search for 4 creature cards. An opponent puts... Shuffle the chosen... Okay, so shuffle... These two? I think? Yeah. The best I got for you is come back tomorrow. That's the best I got for you on that one. I'm not changing decks. Sorry, not sorry. I do not have what I need. So, like, this doesn't win, and I think I need more Hei Bai triggers. So I'm gonna do that. Did that. And I Yes, swing here. I could very easily lose next turn. Very easily. The randomness of shrines is, feeling it. Feeling it. I have no idea what this copies. Oh, Risen Reef. Sure. I mean, this is the third time I've played a shrine deck in the 7 years I've played Magic Arena. So I don't know what the YouTube algorithm has shown you. But I'm sorry to tell you, that's just not true. That is not true. I do not play all that jank nonsense to be considered a shrine main player. That's like actually insane. Either you haven't watched my content normally or you're just trolling. Also, I just died. Like I said, I have extremely high chance of dying there because I just... There's not much I can do here, really, except hope they don't... Actually, you know what? If it wasn't for this, now that I'm thinking about it, there's actually not a lot of things my opponent can cast to kill me. But of course they killed me, so... There's actually not too many crazy things they could have to kill me. But of course they had it. I'm really not liking these token ones. Not liking these token ones here. I played Danitha like, didn't I play Danitha like 2 weeks ago? The mono white equipment creature commander? I think I did. Might have been slightly longer than that. I know it was after New Year's. Okay. Sure. You just want to watch me suffer? Alright, tell you what, you give me $30, I'll play whatever you want me to play. How about that? Specifically you. You have to. No one can pay for you. I'm gonna get a green. Excuse me, a white. Momo on the play. Just like it has to. Fortunately, I have nothing in my hand. But unfortunately, I have nothing in my hand. So, aggro is the most boring thing in my opinion. Aggro in general is boring. Well, I have one thing to do, so I'll do it. $35 to invalidate the purchase. There's no need for that. The man's entitled to his opinions, and I'm entitled to refute them. Alright, well, we came here to do one thing, and I think... Oh, you know what? There's like no... There's one shrine? Whatever. I didn't come here not to cast it. Oh, come on! You have Mana Tithe. Really? Really? You have Mana Tithe. Whatever. Okay. Momo on the play, ladies and gentlemen. Has everything. Momo on the play. Okay. You got it. You got it. Good lord. Every time I play an aggro deck, it does feel like the most one-dimensional strategy I play. Like aggro in general. Aggro mirror matches are interesting because you have to think. But when you're playing aggro and your opponent isn't, you're just like, bomb at your hand and then hope they don't stop you, and that's it. You don't really have to. You just play the curve card. I find it's at least thought provoking. I mean, it's kind of like green, right? Green is your aggro color in this format. I have made a video about that. Oh, with the $50 super chat. Thank you, much appreciated. Much appreciated. You make it all worth it. Much appreciated. Also, they should have done this on their own turn and waited. Yeah, I guess I'll play whatever that person wants me to play at that point. I'll sell out for $50. Screw it. I'm here to chill. That's what we're all here for, really. There isn't a comment that went with this, right? I don't see one. Wait, what was the wait? Was there actually a commander with that donation? I didn't see it. I have to scroll up, or you have to say it again. I don't know. Also, I haven't actually been paying attention to the game. Rofellos. Okay. I don't have anything that matters against Rofellos, except hopefully I can go super tall. So I guess I try that. Where's the thing? Okay, they all kind of suck. So they're all like similar enough where I'll just get the creature one. Let's do Dark Rit. Oh, I can't. Can I find a black source? I don't think I can find a black source. I don't think there's a black source for me to find here. Right? This doesn't find one. Really? Wait, let me... Yeah, there's no untapped black ones. So... I guess I'm just... Ephemerating? Well, that's tragic. Yeah, right. Well, that is what it is. Yeah, no, the only shocklands in here are the green ones. Oh, look at that. Turn 5 Rofellos. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Isn't that just fun? Well, at least it didn't completely win the game on its own. I can maybe actually beat that. Sort of. Thorna and Twigtooth. Oh, it's got haste. Of course it does. Cool. Must be nice to have the best possible thing in the entire format. Cool. Must be nice. Big boy slop. Oh, it's just Rofellos. I don't think that's big boy. I don't think there's a different kind of Rofellos deck. I don't think there is. Is there? Also, what the heck is Thorna and Twigtooth? I'll have to look at it. We'll read it after this game. Wait, what is this? Is this the one that takes 10 years to do anything? No, not quite. It's the other weird one. Which I guess is still arguably weird. The Alchemy Mardu one? Do I kill this? Wait, no. What do I do here? Copy? I'm overthinking it? Correct. Brainstorm has not lined up in a way that makes me happy it's in my deck. Let's get Savai Triome. So I have all those colors all jammed up in one. It looks like I'm gonna have Hei Bai next turn here. Yeah. What does this actually do? Holding priority for 6 years. Sack a creature. Alright. Yep. There's nothing to do but this. Not the shrine I wanted. I really think the 1/1 counter idea with Hei Bai is actually just not working out ever. It might just be wrong. Like the tokens are just not working. You're downloading Oblivion? All laptops should come with a copy of that card. Game. Let's get white and blue. Yep. That's what I'm getting here. And this has Death Touch. I don't think I've seen Barrogoyf in a very long time. I cannot currently kill it. I see. This has been in my deck the whole time? Wow. Okay. Do we think they're trading? I will gladly trade with this shrine. But yeah, by all means. Yep. That is what that shrine was going to do anyways, so I will gladly do that. I'm gonna block that. So they can't trigger their commander. Alright. Oh, that's hilariously stupid, but congratulations. I have that decline Brainstorm because I need a land. That. Like that. And I don't think I want to draw that. I didn't hit a land, so not ideal. I will swords this immediately. This has flash, right? So always play that. Draw here. I think I'm putting this to the bot. Oh, jeez. Maybe I just draw this now? I could just draw it. It's probably going to wind up mattering, and I probably will just flash this in, so... Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. Oh, Goat Bear with the 80 stream streak. Look at you go. Loyal companion. Till death do us part. Alright, first of all, that's not Oblivion, that's Morrowind. That's cheating. Okay, I got another shrine that I kind of wish I didn't. Oh, I drew a land, though. You know, that's cool. Forgot this is in play. I could have paid one, I guess. I got a little stun lock there. Wait, this is a blue deck, right? This is a blue deck, yeah. They did play... Wait, how did they play this without blue mana? Oh, they used a treasure token. They seem to be functioning very fine without blue mana, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, seems like that is going to still be a thing. This game moves on. Sacking the freebooter just to recast this feels not productive to me. Let's grab any one with that color in it. Okay, I drew the best card in my deck. Love to see it. I don't see a world in which I don't cast it. And unfortunately for my opponent, I am 100% going to kill it. Alright, yeah, they're over it. I feel like once I cast Removal Spell, they're just going to be done. Okay, well, we survived the goofy blowout redirect thingy. You know what's also funny about this is it was their only blue source, and they chose to do that instead of not doing that and playing a blue land. But it seemed like I said, they were functioning fine without blue mana. They were doing the thing. So, all right, let's go take a gander at that Mardu thing. Buster Sword on Emrakul. The format that you want is, I wish it was here. All right, I wish the format that you want it existed, but it doesn't. It did 3, maybe 4 years ago. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the Lorman. All right, well it's a rare, so I can play it. You know, I don't have to burn all my resources. But to be fair, I think I'm going to be stockpiling resources because I don't imagine I'm playing a lot of Ninja Turtle cards. I've already talked about that. All right, I'll put it on the docket. I'm not going to build it right now, but when it attacks, remove all counters. Target creature control. Skull Clamp? We don't have Skull Clamp in Arena, right? I don't think we do. Do we? I've been tripping this whole time. Attacks, remove all counters from a creature you control. Each opponent loses that much, you gain that much. In the topmost creature. Okay. So the pizza cards look so good. You know, the one that really gets me deep is the pizza cutter sword. I thought I had a moment of just like extreme panic because I thought that was the first time that card was printed. I thought that was like, oh, the sort of feast and famine X and Y. I thought the sort of pizza and cutting was like the first time we saw that, but it wasn't. It was the white and green one, which already had a card. I got scared for a second. I almost panicked. I'm not gonna lie to you. Almost panicked. Also, I forgot what I was doing. There was a comparison I was gonna make, and I made this comparison initially as well when it first dropped. Is this is I still think definitively the worst commander in the game. I played it for like 2 seconds. It just doesn't do what you want because the thing it does, you have to, you have to like have the thing die, and then you get copies in the library which you don't have access to, right? And then with this effect is effectively not doing anything is my point. And then with this one here, the half of what it wants you to do involves something that isn't a part of a game yet, and it also means you can't shuffle ever, which I think is probably possible. I think it's possible, but it has the same exact problem where you're trying to you're doing something, but the thing you're doing, or a piece of the thing you're doing, this isn't directly as abysmal, is just not part of the game because you have to get the card and it's random. You can't shuffle. You don't know where it is, and it most of the time will probably hit something you don't want to hit. And then whatever you hit, even if you do want to hit it, has to then matter in the game you're playing, which a lot of the times it just doesn't. So the bottom part where you give something stats, I would never consider that when making this deck. The other parts is what I would focus on when I go to make that. So just a heads up with that. Not doing the perpetual stats. It's so unreliable. Your fetch lands are immediately turned off. You don't even have like tooth and nail. Could play it like Celeste, maybe. I have never seen it. No, I did. We saw it played once. Someone killed my Llanowar elves, and then they lost anyways. I think that's how we saw it once, and then they lost to be doing green things. I think wasn't that long ago, actually. Same with the tree, actually. I think the same outcome with the tree. Okay, Iroh ignores me for a while, and I don't really like punish the graveyard. I'm never upset to see an Iroh player, though. I've yet to see the same Iroh deck twice, ever. Looks like it's a green 1-drop, though, so... Oh, it doesn't. Oh my goodness. I'm the only one that gets to cheat? Sweet. The 9 lies familiar? Maybe. The new Moon Shadow? Does it? Moon Shadow just shows up with an extra 2 counters? Seemed like that crazy to me. But I guess it objectively synergizes, yeah. Well, I don't expect any counter spells. I'm not even sure what they just cast. I'm not even going to read it. Let's do these. Yeah. Let's put you down. Okay, now I'll read it. Gain 4. If a creature died, gain 8. This is insane. Never seen it before, but like I said, Iroh players are all over the place, and I love it. Oh, what is this? What are we doing with this? What are we doing with that? That's crazy. Okay, so this is, Spirit put a counter on it. Alright, I got the best card in the game, Ripskis. Then return it card as a... Alright, so I can just wait. We hit high, but it is a teamer deck, so it can carry the least. Okay, Alright. I mean, the rest of it was fine, right? This is a wizard, right? No, it's not a wizard. They did not Flame of Alnor this, which is kind of insane to me. Like, maybe you should always Flame of Alnor this. Always. Like, always, always. But they didn't. And then they, I guess, didn't have a land for Growth Spiral, which I can't imagine is that bad, because that means you just have 5 Teamer cards in your hand with a Teamer Spell Slingy commander. But the problem is, I have this in play, and you can't deal with it, so that's probably just me winning. But, yeah, life goes on. Life goes on, opponent. I'm here for it. Like I said, Iroh players are all over the place. All over the place. I love it. Love that commander. No 2 Irohs are built alike. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not looking great, but if my shrines aren't impacting them, you still have like 3 or 4 turns before I explode and kill you. So they have time. They just missed a land drop, so they're probably going to run out of time too fast. But like, if ever you were a commander that didn't care about shrines, that was the commander. I don't even have the Honda to make you discard. So they're just kind of chilling. I would argue they have the capacity to still win that. Also, this is someone who plays this. I don't ever suggest you play this, but I've talked about it all the time. I'm not going to do it again. Killing your opponent for 1 incidentally over and over is not a way to win the game. Most decks have a way to actually care about the graveyard as well when it backfires. They must have just drawn Exploration, because they didn't play it turn 1. Or their green source was tapped, I guess. So, I don't actually have a black mana. That would have been ideal with this. Well, I'm offsetting my mana dork quite egregiously. That was your hand. Okay, you got it. That was my opponent's hand. I did not scoop because of the altar. I scooped because Exploration, Tyler's Provision. You got it. That was my opponent's hand. Mono green. How have you only played Morrowind? What does that even mean? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, green is rigged against itself. Game was rigged from the start. You know what I should be doing is playing like degenerate 5-color value cards that don't have anything to do with shrines, like the first sliver. That's what I should be doing. I'm full stop. I don't like these. I think I'm gonna take them out. I think this is just not a thing. That's my hot take. I'm gonna mill. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, ponder. Altar Blue is your favorite landfall card? Sure. Usually, yeah, incidental mill almost always helps your opponent. Almost always. Very rarely does it not do that. But there's combos, I guess. There's like combos. I never understood the idea of it. Running it without a combo. I don't think there's a combo in Magic Arena. There's also Eldrazi now, so it's like even worse to do that. Because they just shuffle their graveyards back in. But again, that's not part of the equation. My opponent got rid of Expropriate in a VV deck. Okay. Can't imagine that's what they got. So. Do I not have... Yeah, I guess I don't have Scute Swarm. Okay. That's probably what they gambled for. Probably what they gambled. In fact, I would say 100% that's what they gambled for, because why wouldn't you gamble for that? Okay. Of course, they wouldn't discard it either, God forbid. Let's, make our opponent nervous. Nah. Do they respect 2 mana? You've done a bunch of stuff. Is 2 mana in a 5-color deck scary? Apparently so. What the heck is this? 2 lands. Okay, they just had something else to do. Fair enough. I'm a one-trick pony. That's a good one. It has to be dealt with. Has to be dealt with. I like the triomes. I think there's only the green ones and then the off-colored Savai one. But I could take some of them out. I could take some out. Remember when I cast 12 spells and it didn't flip? And that was at 8 life? I remember. I wish I recorded that game. That's all I can think of when I see Ral now. Spelunking? Sure. Didn't you already activate it? Okay. Flipping it that early seems crazy, does it? I kill it with the Shintai. It just dies on my turn if they don't flip it, so... I think you should probably flip it, right? I just kill it with this ability. Okay, they thought long and hard about that. We can play this and do nothing. I would rather just get shrines going, and I cannot imagine 2 life matters. So I'm just going to leave these up. Vivi doesn't have haste. Yes. I need 2 more shrines to kill him? I thought it was power. Destroy target. Okay, it is toughness. Which I did have 2 more shrines with these. I did have 2 more. It would still be 2 more shrines, because I only have 1 to play. It'd be, yeah, I need 3. But yeah, it counts itself. Alright, they thought long and hard on my turn, and they're thinking long and hard on their own turn. Interesting. I don't really need Entish Restoration. I think these are just better to cast. I guess there's no rush? You thought it was CMC? Alright, someone thought... I thought it was power. You thought it was mana value. And that person knew it was toughness. Okay, let's go ahead and Entish. Get rid of... Does it really matter at all? And I'm not really upset to see a counter spell. What? I mean, you're not going to do anything. Yeah, we're just going to do this. There's really not much to be punished doing this right now. This also sets up Goblin Electromancer's demise. But there could be a protection spell. They're sandbagging exceedingly hard, so there must be some kind of protection spell. You think Entish is better than Haro? I don't agree with that. I don't think I agree with that. I would not think to replace one with the other just directly. I think Haro is very, very good. You can do some very busted things with, like, Tireless Provisioner and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna just swing, right? I don't see why not. If it's a protection spell, they're not blocking this. And if they're blocking it, I don't care. But this gets around dive down. I would love to see a block. Okay. Alright, it actually worked. Let's do this now. That actually worked. Wow. It was going to die anyways, but again, I don't really care that much. I would rather, because this gets around dive down and stuff, because if I go to just activate it or whatever. Okay, didn't expect him to tap out like that. Well, while they're tapped out, I'll do this. Okay. Very well. I'm not even sure what the best shrine to grab here is. The one that kills him? This should just kill him, right? It puts lethal in play. Alright. Yeah, my opponent thought long and hard about random things. They could be protection spells, bounce spells, or something. I don't think they were unsummons. But I'm pretty sure they read that I had a counterspell. Or rather, I represented the idea of one. And they didn't do the thing. And by the time they went for it, it was too late. This is an instant. So they did not have to do that right then and there. Not sure why they did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder what stock up got. I feel like from the cards I saw, the stock up must have been not great. Well, either way, I mean, they were doing what they wanted to. I just dealt with it all. Okay, well, pretty clean. Yeah, might as well put lethal in play, and I guess it just wasn't an unsummon. Alright, it's taken this long to kill 15 creatures. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I wanted to change stuff. So I don't think I like what's it called? What are like the I really just do not like these tokens. I really don't like these. And it seems like this is winning without making tokens. So I just like I don't want to play these. I think I'm taking them out. It also makes Hei Bai. The less shrines you have, the better Hei Bai gets. So I don't like that. I don't like that. Or the other random one. Wait, what's the other one? I can't remember the name of it. Did I not run it? Oh, Honden. Okay. Yeah, Magic Online, you can see their hand. Or your opponent is allowed to reveal it. Yeah. I'm sure I've had lethal with the cards I have taken out of my deck before. I don't doubt that, but that doesn't mean I think they're like worth it. It's like that one person the other day that I had to ban. The first person I've ever had to ban in my chat ever. Feels kind of bad. Look, we gave him a lot of options to elaborate, and for some reason could not elaborate. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Then they busted out the one of the gamer words, and I'm like, all right, you're emotionally compromised. But the fallacy of just because something won a game doesn't mean it's good. I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying the other things I can do are better, and I should try to do those more often. Is what I'm saying more of. I could also just play the World Tree with Golos. We are a 5-color deck, after all. We could play the First Sliver, which most of the time hits a shrine. Could play Door to Nothingness, really send it. Really send it. I mean, you have, what is it? Mindslaver is kind of just Door to Nothingness. Look, I had to. I mean, I had to. It also wasn't the first time that person did it. It was not the first time. Actually, I'd say the first time was kind of worse. Behavior wise. Like, you don't know how to behave yourself. It's not my fault. Not my fault. All right, what is a good first sliver value pile? Doesn't synergize because it's good on its own card. Leyline Binding's all right. I don't really feel like I want more removal though. I don't think I want more removal. I don't think so. I'm still also not that interested in removing some of these triomes. I could, if I was going to remove some, it would just be taking out the non-green ones. Because, I mean, if the play session so far has been any evidence, you just want green every game, and it gets the rest of the colors pretty easily. I'm probably overdoing the triomes. I would say I probably am. Yeah. All right, let's take out maybe one of these. Rafine's Tower is more used than Savai. And I can add another off-color Shockland. Like the worst colors, which would be like the Blood Crypt. Like specifically Blood Crypt, I guess. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's alright. Ghost Vacuum? It's pretty nice and standard, maybe. Yuna. Oh. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Yuna reanimates, right? Yuna's like Yuna just has the text of my wait. What does my commander actually do? You make 1/1s. Okay, and then Yuna reanimates dead things. Could run board wipes. Nah. I mean, I could actually run more removal. Full stop. Like binding of the old spaghetti is fine. Hmm. I don't find myself reanimating things. I really don't. Oh, Elishnorn, that doubles my commander and shuts off things your opponent may or may not be doing. Wait, does it cost 5? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I mix up Go Shintai's text box and Hei Bai's text box because they never come up. In the 3 times I have played this commander, they have not once done anything. So I don't think I like Yuna. I don't imagine I'm filling my graveyard with things I want to grab. I just don't picture it happening. Starlord Vocalist, yeah, the other one. Is that better than just flickering my commander? This comes in after my commander. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Why wouldn't I just play a flicker spell? Hmm. I'm gonna take out Air Temple. I'm gonna take it out. I'd almost rather run. I could just use that slot for a Blood Crypt there, or rather another land, if you will, some land of some kind. Seagate. Most of the time, that doesn't matter. Most of the time, this also doesn't matter. Actually, it has not once mattered. Flage? Uro? Felia? Hmm. Back to the Exile Return. Eternal Wanderer? No, that's double white. I want to dodge that. I always want to not play double white cards. Those are off limits. Felia is actually just another of that thing. Felia makes me want to run more removal. Oh yeah, what if I just played a Johnny? Every time I've played this card, I've won the game. So maybe I can play it. Every time it is flipped, I have won. I have a red permanent in my commit. No, I don't. Wait a minute. I only have 1 red permanent, and it's already the card that wins on its own. All right, never mind. Do I even want the mountain? Full stop. No, I should keep the mountain. I should keep the mountain. We shouldn't get like that crazy. I could run a Traxa. Maybe we're not playing a Traxa. I don't think Reanimate has really done anything, and it's probably my fault because I'm not running like other things. I'm gonna take out Reanimate. Actually, the only time we've cast it, my opponent uses it to kill me. We could run Grenzo as like some stupid card that works randomly. Yeah, I forgot my commander's not actually a red permanent. Usually your commander's a red permanent. Not this time. I mean, 99% of the time it is, because that's the only way you can play a Johnny, is if your commander is a red card. Other than, obviously, commit a Johnny itself. I kind of like Dark Ritual. It gives me turn 2 high buys. I think turn 2 high buys is like absolutely worth it to run Dark Ritual, right? I made this argument the other day where like you would probably play Dark Ritual if it was colorless. If it just made 3 generic mana, it effectively is the same thing. Yeah, I like Chain to the Rocks. No, maybe not. Wait, what happened to my Exile Return list? Oh, right, I was looking at Destroy cards. Distrippy. Distripper. There it is. I did it. Cut down Fatal Push. At least Fatal Push with 10 fetch lands, 11 fetch lands. I think. Yeah. I think there's a lot of scenarios that we've played where cut down has mattered. No, I don't really like silence. I don't think I like silence. I'd rather play a discard spell first if I was worried about like dodging counters or something. It can stop like Vivi, I guess. I haven't seen it do that because I don't play it normally. But you can also just play a removal spell and you know do that. I don't think we're trying to silence anything other than our detractors, of course. Let's just run Bitter Triumph. I think removal's fine. When in doubt, you just add removal, right? When in doubt. That's my TED talk. When in doubt, but you don't know what to add to your deck, just put Doomblade in it. Food Jane? Oh. Wouldn't that just break Atali? Doesn't Atali just win? Well, I guess it does that anyways, but... You know what? I probably should have mulliganed for a 1-drop. I don't know if Ponder's going to outpace my opponent's 1-drop. And I'm going to assume they mulligan for 1, because what else are you going to mulligan for in the mirror other than a 1-drop? Oh wow, it's a 1-drop on the play. Crazy. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, there's my 1-drop. Okay. Yep. I can't interact with this, and the game's over. Opponent gets in play first, and I don't have anything happening. Also, don't really feel super excited about the mirror again, where we're just gambling off the top. I should have mulliganed. Should have mulliganed. No, we don't have food chain. Okay. Well, I can play Hei Bai. Oh, this is the example with all that happening. I don't know if I'm gonna hit anything that's super scary. She'll find out. That's not it. Get wrecked. Oh my goodness. And you wanted to take out Dark Ritual. Oh, this is on the play. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, I found my thumbnail. Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Just how he drew it up. Ah, so beautiful. Look at it go. You know what's funny? I could still just lose. I can't stop Katara. I could still just lose. Like, the shrines I get might not actually matter that much. They just keep countering the rest of the stuff I do. I could still lose. I would have waited to see what the second shrine was before I scooped. Yeah, poor Katara. What are we gonna do? Whatever are they gonna do? Guess I'll just have to play the next game. Bully the next person. I have like if I got two shrines that draw cards, they can still just win because I can't resolve anything, right? Like I think I could still just lose that. I really do. They can counter the ephemerate too, right? Like it's perfectly reasonable to counter the ephemerate. I would not say I'm 100% to win that, but they didn't wait it out. I could have hit the shrine that kills their commander, but they just didn't make me show them anything. So. Alright, well. Nope. Well, these two are good. 3, rather, excuse me. I forgot I had Mana Confluence in my deck. I forgot. Oh, look, great. That was like the best thing ever, because I can't do anything about their commander now. Amazing. Yeah, that was probably the best thing they could have possibly had. Typical. Go figure, it's green. Need I say more? Is there a shrine that does it? There is. If I got the black shrine and killed this, I think we would have just won immediately. So, there's that, I guess. But we didn't, so now we probably lose. Yep. Nothing, draw nothing, typical, typical. None of these matter. So I'll play the one that draws me cards that might matter. Well, just like the last game, it was entirely decided turn 1, and then the rest of the game just didn't matter. They just have Ulamog next turn, and I can't do anything about it. Okay, you got it. Oh, fun. Delighted Halfling, and I don't have a blue mana, so I lose. That game was 100% decided, turn 1. Welcome to Vintage. How may I take your order? Rofellos is banned in 1v1 Commander. Just saying. Rofellos is banned in 1v1 EDH. It is a mind-boggling thing that it is not banned here. Don't understand it. I still think I have greater issue with Ajani than I do Rofellos, but I am very sick and tired of every other player being Rofellos, so I kind of want that one to go, just because of that. I feel like Azusa was good enough. Did Azusa really need to get buffed? I feel like it was already good enough. I'm just tired of seeing it. I would play against Shrines all day over Rofellos. Oh no, they have... What is that, subtlety? Right? Only subtlety? Oh yeah, it's banned in EDH, period. Oh yeah, okay. Sure. Well, you can't counter this one. Force of negation? No, it can't be. The worst timeline? No. No, it could be way worse. Let's not kid ourselves. Wizards is capable of doing far more disastrous things than what this is. But I think this is subtlety. That's my TED talk about that card. Which I mean, it gets around to Light a Halfling. Gets around to Light a Halfling. I'm gonna play my land first. But I'm gonna say this is subtlety? It's my... Okay, well, if it is, they didn't want to do it. Stifle? No. Lumbies? Get in there, Lumbies. We're lumbing? Lumbing? Alright, we've lumbed. Let's get you. Let's see if they have damnation. The past 4 times? The past 4 of... The 3 of the 4 times I played against this, they've had damnation right away. Fortunately, I recover fairly easily from a damnation. Not even sure if it's like the best thing to do here. And they don't always have it. Look at that. 3 of 5 times. Let's grab you. There's not much to be done about this. I am out of cards with text on them. I guess I do that. I can activate Hei Bai to make 1/1s. I don't know if that matters, though. Okay, now I'm super curious what this is. Is it the Force of Vigor? Oh, it is. Okay. There's nothing to be done about that. Except that, I guess. Alright, so it was Force of Vigor, I suppose. Why not have it be the best one possible? Alright, I'm out of gas. Can we not have what we need? Alright, looks like we don't have what we need. Beautiful. I don't know if making the 1/1 was worth it, but I sure did make a 1/1. They probably kept with the idea of Force of Vigor, which is why they have nothing else here. But I think that's reasonable, because I have nothing else. It's been a long time since I've seen a Force of Vigor. Does my opponent think it's their own end step or something? Oh, that was weird. Okay, well... If I swing with these? No, I shouldn't swing with that. This is fine. And then pass. I don't even know if Sanctum of All is the right idea, but it's probably the best idea. Heist in a library. Okay, you're... Yeah. I don't know what they get, so if they get, like, a good shrine, I'll have no way of knowing. Unfortunately. Like, taking Sanctum of All is perfectly reasonable. Okay, Sanctum of Mana Ramp. I wonder what the other 2 options were. I wonder. I think we're getting Sanctum of All. It's hard not to. I could just get this and give myself consistent value in a different way. No, I'm just grabbing this. Let's not be weird. There's no reason to be weird. No reason to be weird. And I don't think attacking matters. This is post Force of Vigor, so... They have shown nothing so far. Come on! This is why I wanted to grab Thassa. Should have stuck to my guns. But... God forbid I do that. Create a 1/1 that can't block. You got it. They can't swing with their commander, so... This is still indestructible, right? Of course it is. Yay! I love drawing nothing. Should have grabbed Thassa. I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Okay. Can't let that do stuff. Whatever. Let's see if they block the 1/1 spirit. Oh. They do not. Typical. Gotta love it. Gotta love how everything I try to do is completely irrelevant. Oh, can't do that yet. Love totally irrelevant stuff. It's always fun. Brainstorm, Elishnorn. Cool, fun. You got it. Why can't they block it? Oh, I thought it read differently. Never mind. Guess it didn't matter anyways. There was... nothing? No, I had a way to cast that, block there. I had a way to actually kill Ouroboros, but I would not be out of anything. I would still just lose. But I had a way out of it. It would have not, you know, done me in, is what I'm trying to say. Headquarters is green, right? Okay, just making sure. I can go green, there, blue, black, whatever. Okay, that doesn't actually change anything. Do red, it doesn't matter. Then black and white, I guess. Okay, well, there you go. That's what I did. Do that first. If I can play that. Do that. That was a nice one. Okay. I'm killing that instead because this is only green currently. What does that do? Oh, it just kills that. I cast that first. I think I just have to do this now. Or it seems like I should. Okay, well, got those out of my deck. We have stats. They can't kill my commander. They stole two profoundly good cards off the top of my deck. Can only play one of them, though. I would have probably played Ponder. Typical. Typical. Okay, yep. I'm in wasting my time territory. You got it. Well, that was actually the first time I think I've ever genuinely lost after having cast Exploration, so I guess I gotta give it to my opponent. Gotta give it to him. Don't know if I've ever had that happen. Might be the second time. Might be the second time Exploration didn't just win instantly. And you see what it took? You see what it took to beat Exploration? Just be mono green. You don't have two other colors in your deck. There's no way. Actually, did they play another color? Did they? Well, other than their commander, I mean. Did they play another color? They played a Leovold at the end, but it didn't matter. I think they did actually only play green cards. I think. I think so. Ureni, what is that one? Wait, there's two different ones. The attack one? Okay. I like this one more, but it is a lot more random, I'd say. Very, very random. Okay, let's do that. Of course, they're on the play with the birds. Seen the song and dance 15 times. One into three on the play. Yep. That's it. Blue-green? I can get the Blood Crypt. I seem to continuously grab that, so... change now. So ideally, I draw land, but I don't lose instantly if I don't draw land. There were no non-green spells, can confirm. Alright. I wonder why they manually tapped. I wonder what that means. Probably means I lose. Let's grab that, and then do nothing else, because I lose if I do. I wonder what my opponent deliberately tapped manually for. I wonder. That is... Actually, I should play this. Ah, they're both kind of the same. Alright. Let's grab you. Passing was 7 mana. I wonder what that means. Well, I can cast my commander now. I can also just not do that and do other things that are pretty scary. Do that. I can just cast Hei Bai like 3 turns. Or I think I can cast it twice in the same turn now as well. No, there's no Surveil lands. There's been plenty of spots where like I could play them instead of the triomes. I think there's spots where that has been a thing. Arena of Glory, exert, add red. Okay, so they can give their commander haste. They just full stop are 100% respecting a counterspell, and I feel like that has bought me an immeasurable amount of time. But now we can just cast it, because if it gets countered, I could cast it again. Play this, I guess? about that. Nothing to do with that. Alright, well, they did it, so... Okay. I got the dumb shrine. Have I played Tender? I don't see a reason not to play it. Alright. Well, they don't have haste, but they can still just do it. Do the thing. And I don't actually have a shrine to offset Ureni. Summon Bahamut is not at all what I expected, but it deals with the Sanctum, because of course it does. It doesn't do anything. Okay. Don't really know what to do now, other than lose? That has no trigger. There's nothing else to do with this Fatal Push, so I might as well kill this. I don't think it matters any conceivable way, but, you know, I did it. The Go Shintai does not have enough shrines to kill anything. Yeah, I guess there's Deathrite Shaman, but I'm just dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead, aren't I? I think I am. I'm most of the time dead? I think? Right? Does it give the other ones haste? Maybe I'm not? Is there a problematic dragon that just kills me outright? Of course there is. I mean, why wouldn't there be, right? Why wouldn't there be? Why not? Why not just hit, like, literally the best thing possible? Why not? It only makes sense, right? It only makes sense. You hit the best thing possible. Oh, yep, typical. Oh, dragon. Probably the only dragon in the game that does that, so. Well, welcome to my life. I don't think there's a single shrine that does anything, so. Terror of the Peaks would have been a problem as well, assuming the second hit was good, but, you know, why have to think about anything? You just hit the only dragon in Magic the Gathering that kills my card. I don't think there's any haste dragon that kills me through a 0/3 blocker. I'm actually curious. Now I'm extremely curious. How many dragons actually just win the game like that? Ridiculous. The first time their commander resolves, I lose, right? Why not? I just don't understand. I guarantee you they're not playing Rurik Thar Or what? The Atarka. They're not playing Atarka. This thing. They're not playing that. So I'm not going to count that one. Yeah, there's shrines that go face. There's 2 black ones, and then one of the red ones goes face. Which would not have saved me that game. Even if they're at 2, I still would have lost. This doesn't do it, right? 20 damage. No. Terror would if the next card was good. The alchemy one that returns dragons. Okay, Marrying River reagent. That's not an alchemy one, but that one would do it too. That would bounce my Dark Deathrite Shaman. Okay, so supposedly there's, let's say, 3 dragons. Again, I'm not counting Atarka. Don't play that one. Maybe they do play it, because why not? Just play whatever. You're a green deck, you can do whatever you want. Does this do it? Exile target non-land. No, that's a saga. You can't hit it. All right, let's say there's 3. Let's just say there's 3. They also played Summon Bahamut instead. They just had like 9-minute Vindicates. I feel like I win that 9 out of 10 times. That's why I'm upset. I feel like I win that specifically like 9 out of 10 times. But I don't know. I don't know. There could maybe be something else going on, but if there was, they wouldn't have cast their commander, to be fair, so. Okay, I don't have black mana. Otherwise, this is just pretty good. Is it still okay? It's still fine. It's still fine. But it doesn't have black mana. And it's on the draw, but alright. Have I been on the play in the mirror yet? This is the 4th game in the mirror, or is it the 3rd? It might be the 3rd matchup. I think it's the 3rd one, yeah, because I scooped in the 2nd one. And then my opponent with the 1st Sanctum didn't do the thing. Do they all just play talismans? With apparently removal? No. What is going on? Well, I'm gonna do this. You and you. Okay, well, yet again, my opponent's the first one to Hei Bai. Apparently, I just can't conceivably accomplish that, which makes me think they're always on the play. Oh, the one that was on the draw had Gemstone Cavern, right? I think it was a Gemstone Cavern game. There's no illusion about what this game is about. Can I do anything else with Dark Ritual? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can, and I think those things are worth doing. So, lead here. Yeah. Okay, I hit it. I actually hit it. World first. World first. We did it. We did the thing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can also protect it. I'm out of control right now. Cannot be stopped. Or I don't think there's a... If I had a circle of whatever in my deck, safety, Seer safety, we'd be chilling. I don't. Do I have a good thing to do here? Not really. No. Not really. No, I'll just get trampled here. I don't have the token stuff. And I don't think there's an enchantment to grab here. The enchantment I would grab is not in my deck. Sphere of Safety would be ideal, but I don't have it, so play that. Oh wait, I'm still in my upkeep. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's play that. Let's play this. Actually, I could play this instead. I think this is ever so slightly better, but I'm not sure I can do anything. Too much stats. Teleportation circle the Ghost Shintai? I really think I need more shrines. I don't think I'm doing that. Okay, it looks like it's not going to matter anyways. Well, I mean, if you always do this, then it's good, but you can't line up your shrines to perfectly have this, so. Alright, yep. See, every time this happens, it looks really good, but you can't line them up like this. The Hei Bai is so random. Like, you can hit this and then never hit the token ones, and then you don't have anything. It's extremely inconsistent to me. I think we've proven it's been inconsistent because I've been playing it up till now. But if it does this every game, you know, congratulations. I don't know what to say about that. We had that happen, I think, once. And there it is, our opponent doing it immediately in the mirror. Okay. Maybe those are the only shrines you play. Maybe that's it. Maybe you just play those two shrines. And that's it. No, that's probably not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Probably shouldn't do that. There's actually like a lot of different things going on with shrines. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's only one commander, but it's still kind of cool that there's so many different shrine options. Like, I have played it 3 times, and every time I played it, it's been different. In fact, I haven't even seen the woman counter thing matter up until very recently. Every time I see Hei Bai, it never did that. Which one is this? Abzan? I forgot this was 4 mana. Huh. I thought it was a 2/2, a 2 mana card. I think I played with only the blue ones before. What if I... Oh, see, I'm getting ideas. Never a good idea. Never a good idea to get ideas. I'm thinking if you play Hei Bai with only the blue ones, only the blue shrines like draw cards, and the rest of your deck is like counterspell control. Abzan, I need red, or rather I should just put red into play. I'll need it. Well, they seem to have like Mox Amber or Solitude or something. They also have like the I need this in play kind of card. I think it's a Mox. Yep, let's go ahead and play. I forgot this was in my deck. I completely forgot Elish Nord was in my deck. That's an oopsie. I'm not sure if I was if I said I wanted this in my deck or not still. I don't think I do. My opponent's reading Hei Bai. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is where Elish Norn looks like why I don't like it, because I can't use it. It's not working. My opponent did not cast their commander, so I can stop theirs from doing anything. If ever this is going to be useful, it's casting it here and now. It will not do anything if I don't do it, so I might as well cast it. It stops them finding in equipment. It also stops Solitude, I think. Although Solitude doesn't die. If it lives, it's about to look disgusting, but that doesn't mean I like it. Okay, it's gone. Alright, they had a way to find an enchantment anyway. Wait. That's not how that works. Okay, I'm gonna play this and kill their Giver of Runes? I think so. This also doesn't make me shuffle. It stops the vampire card draw? Yeah, okay. Does that too. Am I swinging? Of course I'm swinging. What am I talking about? Alright, I can kill Giver of Runes. I don't know if Giver matters, but I can kill it. Because they get a protection sword anyways, so it's not a big deal. And Elish Nord is not in play. So they can find the sword that they need. Which I think in this spot is a protection from black one. What is this? Pay 0, then equip cost. Okay. Pretty sure we're getting a black one here. That might be the only thing you can get. It's Feast and Famine and whatever the black-white one is. They also should have let the card draw resolve first, because they might find something that actually matters. I thought the equip was free. Why didn't they equip? Oh, they're just doing it randomly across. Okay. We're getting adorable for some reason. Okay, they have Shadow Spear. I don't think that changes anything. I can play this. Then I can swing. And I don't see a way for them to care about attacking or whatever. Am I paying 1 to kill anything? What does killing Cloud actually do? It really doesn't do anything. I'm just going to pass. I don't think it does anything. So, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's just staring at me. As a 2/1. Winter Moon. Well, that stops 3 of my lands. Or 2 of my lands. 2 of my lands. Which, as we can tell, is not a big deal here. I can also Farseek for anything I want here. Tezzeret, wow. Yeah, again, I don't think I have to kill this anyways. So, I think we're just chilling. Okay, well, that's a problem. It is not lethal, but it is next turn. Oh, it loses flying. Right. Well, I couldn't. They do it after blocks. But I... But it doesn't fly anymore. Oh, are they just dead? I think my opponent just died. Yep, my opponent just died. Okay. Nice. See that? Okay, well, yep, that just happened. Would they have been dead if I didn't have the 1/1 counter enchantment in play? How? Man, the scaling is nuts. 12 triggers, that's crazy. Look, I still want to take out the air temple. I'm sorry. Hear me out, please. I still want to take it out. Look, I said it in advance. Elishnorn will probably look like it's insane this game, but fundamentally didn't actually do that much. That's what I'll say. I'd say one of these 2 cards did, but both of them combined I wouldn't say were necessary for me to have this outcome in this game specifically. Like if I didn't have this, I would just have this going, and if I didn't have this, I don't really know if shutting down this is great, but getting 2 shrines is good. But, I don't know. I'd say on average, most of the time, those 2 cards have not been too crazy. But whatever. They work there. Someone's going to yell at me in the comments. Nothing new. Apparently, I'm bad at explaining things. But I think I want to take out the white shrine that just looked like it won the game. Maybe Elishnorn can still stay. It is annoying against certain decks. Like it kind of did something against my opponent there, and sort of. But again, it's a lot of setup. You have to like actually cast it before it does stuff, and that means your next turn is entirely casting Elishnorn, which I'm not really a big fan of. Um, hmm. Hmm. It stopped Tezzeret getting loyalty. Okay, yeah. It stopped the vampire from drawing one card, I think. To be fair, I guess. uh, oh, shoot. All right, I think we're done anyways. It's been 3 hours. I think we're done. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just I like shrines. I must admit, I like shrines. When you're focused on shrines and you're not like drooling $20 mythic rare pile deck that like because this kind of replaced the first sliver. You just play all the $20 mythic rares and they don't synergize. Who cares? You just keep casting things till one of them works. It's actually cool to focus on shrines. That being said, it is a little lame when you just hit Sanctum and if they don't kill it, you kind of just win immediately. You win with cool cards. I mean, shrines are just neat. Um, there's been games where this has won. I still think it is inconsistent to have this win with the token generating shrines because you need the tokens and this, and you ideally want the tokens before you hit this. You can hit this and then the tokens and still be fine, but if you just hit this and then the rest of the shrines are card draw or something else or mana and this doesn't do anything, it looks weird. If you hit a bunch of tokens and then the tokens are all just 1/1s and you never hit the white one to make them actually scary, the token generating ones look kind of weird because making an army of 1/1s is not really at all what Historic Brawl is about. So I just think they're inconsistent. We saw in the mirror, because of course we saw it in the mirror, my opponent just hit the token generator and then immediately hit the white one to make all the tokens lethal. Like I don't know how many times I can cast this with the tokens in my deck and prove that that is inconsistent, but go figure, in the mirror my opponent just immediately had it. I also accidentally took it out. But it seems like Shrine players are swearing by it now, and I like it. It is a cool commander. I think Shrines are cool. I like it. There's a lot of different ways to play this. This is the third time I've played it. There's a way to play it with I was thinking with just the blue shrines. So your commander hits only card draw, and then your deck is some kind of control deck where you just have card draw engines. And they're engines that are annoying to deal with, especially if they're not creatures. They're just sitting there. Really, you only have like 2 that are super exciting with this. How many shrines you need for this to go crazy? 6? Yeah, you need 6. You don't usually, if you go crazy with this, you've won, right? If you have the double shrine activation thing, the game is over. But like, if you keep actually, I did not like this. I forgot this is in the deck. I kept forgetting it was in there, but it showed up once, I guess. If you have these 2 in as the only shrines, right, and then like you could even take out all the flicker spells, right? Nothing really else is about this. And these are just the 2 hits, and you just have cards, whether it's 2 cards a turn or even more than that. When you like with both of these in play, you're drawing way more than enough immediately just with these 2. So you could try to get these 2 in play, only those 2, and then the rest of the deck is like some kind of Esper control thing or something. I don't know. And your commander doesn't matter that much after you've done the thing twice, or honestly even the first time could just draw enough, right? 2 cards a turn, especially, well, these aren't in standard, are they? I don't think they're in standard, but in standard, Phyrexian Arena can just solo your opponent. Maybe not in Historic Brawl, but there's a world where that's a thing, where you have like these 2 shrines and you just go crazy. I think that's kind of neat. But if I don't know, I mean, that other these 2 as your only thing kind of leans more into that. The rest of my deck is just like first sliver $20 mythic rare stuff. But I mean, there's a control deck in here, and you know I'm going to find it. There's probably a Valakut in here too. And with these, I think Valakut would be nice. I mean, I'm talking about things that weren't actually what we just did. I should maybe focus more on that. Um, I think almost every opponent I played today was green, right? That's kind of just been a thing. And it seems like every Hei Bai player is playing 25 talismans. I don't really like the talismans that much. I really think playing a into a 3 is better than a 2 into a 4. But they're kind of the same, I suppose. The 2s are a lot harder to deal with, to be fair. But it's hard to compete with Utopia Sprawl, right? It's extremely hard to compete with that. I did, with the slots that I wasn't sure what to do with, just added removal. I could probably add something else that's removal adjacent. I don't really know what. Also, I don't know what I clicked out of. I don't know what's missing. I kept clicking things. But this is the end result of whatever I did today, and I just don't like this. The last game I just played, these two cards effectively just totally crushed my opponent, and these are two cards I just don't think I like in this deck because it takes a lot of investment to put Elishnorn in play after you've cast this, and it shows up after you've cast this. So I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, you can flicker and stuff, but that would imply you have more mana to do that, right? If you go 4 mana into 5 mana, you're not then in the same turn bouncing it with like Ephemerate or whatever. So it's like a serious investment to actually take the time to cast this. And this is a format where when you cast Elishnorn, your Rofellos opponent untaps and casts Ulamog. That doesn't care about Elishnorn at all. So I don't know if I like this. A 5 mana mono white creature that sometimes impacts your opponent when it passes back to them is okay. And then when you untap and you have something that actually cares about ETB triggers and stuff, it's great. There are shrines that actually care about this. But again, you're asking for a huge amount of setup for this to actually do something for you. When you have it, it looks crazy, but you have to get to that point. You don't just immediately get to that point. With that logic, you could just put Emrakul in every deck because when you cast it, you win. You have to get it, you have to set up the position to actually have that happen, and that's effectively what this feels like. And again, this is extremely inconsistent when you have a bunch of token creating shrines and then this. Just like I was saying with the mono blue shrines, where if those are the only shrines in your deck and you're drawing and you're doing some Esper control thing, this could just be the only shrine in your deck next to the 1/1 generator shrines, so you can only hit those ones and not care about whatever else you might want to be doing. That's probably reasonable. It's another way of playing this. I am a huge fan of this. It is one of the most like wide range card option commanders on top of being, you know, a 5-color one like Kenrith. You could do the Kenrith thing, really. I just think shrines are cool. They're not really that busted at all. They're like an enchantment, so I suppose they're like, you know, it's an angle to attack someone that isn't just getting hosed by spot removal. But there's plenty of naturalized stuff, I guess, but it's still nice. And a lot of them are just like kind of honest until you start getting more and more of them, right? There's not really one shrine that on its own, except for this one, that just like decimates your opponent. And if they can't recast this or flicker it or have more shrines in their hand, I guess, then the first shrine just kind of like is chilling. It's not that crazy. So I think shrines are pretty just okay. It's not the craziest thing to be doing. Like it really is not the scariest thing in the game to be doing at all. And it's just cool that there's so many different shrine options and uh, combos of shrines that you play. Oh, I want to play these 10, and you can play 2 or 3 different Hei Bai commanders with shrines that have no overlap at all, except Sanctum of All. All the other shrines could be completely different, having no overlapping shrines. Maybe one of them would be worse than the other two, but you could do that. You could do that. So it is cool to do that. As we can see, I took out all the ones that go and do face damage. I just don't like them. I've already done that thing, and when anything is doing what you want it to do and it's being left alone, it's crazy. I'm not saying it's bad. Don't flame me in the comments because I took out Sanctum of suck, whatever it is. It slurps your opponent's life total back into your face. I don't know the name of it. Sanctum of something. The 2-minute one. Stone Fangs. You could play that, and if it's left alone and the game is back and forth, yeah, okay, you killed your opponent with Sanctum Stone Fangs because it stole like 15 life, or maybe all of it because you got like the other one that does Honden of Red Rage or whatever, and suddenly there's too much damage in the Shrine Zone that they can't stop it. But like, you have to have those games with a back and forth, and yeah, just because it won a game doesn't suddenly mean it's like the best thing or the best. There's 10 cards that are better than it, right? In my opinion. And again, I've already done that. I want to do something else. But I don't know what it is, but for some reason it feels like the bracket or the queue system just like tries to find people that have answers to what you're doing. I don't know what it is about that, but it seemed as though, like, I saw Force of Vigor today. I haven't seen that in like 20 years, and there it was, just hosing my stuff. I think I actually still won that game, which is funny. I think I still won that game, but Force of Vigor is kind of nuts. I don't normally see that. I mean, it's in the best color, so I guess it is what it is. I even saw like 25 Reclamation Sages, and I like never see that card. So I'm not sure if suddenly people are more on that thing because Hei Bai is every other opponent. Well, Raphaelos is. But yeah, that's another thing. Any card that like really does nothing against the most played things, I'm not super excited to play. And that is another factor to not play Elish Norn. But if you don't like really impact Rofellos, I don't know if that card is that great, right? Or something that you expect to play against a lot. It just, to me, doesn't seem like this is a Force of Vigor format. It really, you could just trample over the shrine player before they even get a bunch of shrines anyways. And outside of enchantment based strategies, this isn't bracket 5. Like if you see Scythus and you play Kindon all day, then yeah, you can play Force of Vigor because you have something that you consistently expect to blow up. But when Rofellos is every other opponent, a commander that is banned, by the way, in 1v1 EDH, not banned here, go figure, then I don't know if I like Force of Vigor. I just wouldn't play it, is my point. There's a few cards that are like that. They're kind of cool. They have the situational niceness, but Force of Vigoring your opponent's Lightning Greaves against Rofellos is not really something I'm enthralled with, personally. But I don't know. I mean, someone playing it because they find success with it, there's always a back and forth with that. But yeah, all in all, I don't like Elish Norn. And because I took out all the token generators, I don't like this. Raphaelos is not Hellq. No. I think it probably should be. I've gone on that tangent before. It's banned in 1v1. I'm kind of surprised it's even playable. I still kind of take more issue with a Johnny. I think a Johnny should go if one of the two is going to go, but I really wouldn't be upset to see both of them go. It just seems like Azusa just got a buff for like no reason and is just in not. It doesn't see Keenan all day. It just sees like regular people trying to do normal things. It just leads to like really polarizing games where if you don't deal with it on the first 2 turns, the game's kind of just over, right? Like Tifa's kind of the same. Maybe Tifa requires a bit more from the person playing it than Rofellos does. But it does seem like Rofellos has totally swamped over Tifa. I don't even really see Tifa anymore. Right? Why do 128 damage when you can just cast Ulamog and not have to worry about the red zone or protection spells, I guess. There's a reason they play a bunch of 1-mana cards, 1-mana rent spells anyways, even though their commander is all the rent they need. Because you just, instead of protection spells, play Delighted Halfling, have the same outcome. But yeah, I would not be upset if those 2 went away. But hey, it's not ranked. It's not a ranked format. And green is the way to go. So You get rid of that, and suddenly Azusa's everywhere. Or maybe Tifa comes back. I don't know. But yeah, this is not the last time I play this. I will probably play it again. I really like what this does, and again, it's not overpowered. It really is not overpowered. At least how I have been playing with actual shrines. It hasn't felt busted. Actually, every time I've played it, there's been some sort of permutation of shrines that someone in my comments really doesn't like. So I'm sure this it's going to happen this time too. It's just the nature of things. I was actually thinking about taking out this one as well and just running like a normal ramp spell in this spot, just that, like I can cast it out of my hand, and then this doesn't hit that ever, and I can hit other things instead because I might not need the mana anymore. So this one also, because you're already doing a green thing, is not really a great hit with Hei Bai, especially if you have no way to get another shrine ever. Not too big of a fan of this one. It is, I did say in the intro, kind of like an omniscience eventually, but I feel like by the time, or at least after having just played now, it feels like it's only becoming omniscience by the time the game is already over. So I don't really know. It's exceptionally good when you have the card draw ones, because then you can cast all the things you're drawing, right? But I don't know. I do still really like this one. I really like this one. And you could play things that synergize better with this, like Tireless Provisioner could be in this spot. And then this is like twice as scary. Instead of just getting mana out of this, you just like get lands. And I was even thinking about Scute Swarm in a deck like this, right? That's a card that, time and time again, if your opponent doesn't deal with it, it will probably win the game really fast. And I'm also not the kind of Hei Bai deck that plays talismans, so I have land-based ramp in here. So Scute Swarm is, probably certainly a thing you could do. All right, probably certainly. um, yeah, but the flickering is great. It's really all about just the shrine consistency. That's kind of like the puzzle that I'm trying to solve, and I like it. I think that's a cool puzzle to solve. I enjoy this commander. I will definitely be playing it again, but for now we're done. So let me know what you thought about this iteration of it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you